Welcome back to the Cunt Down. That's the wrong coffee. All right. Welcome back to the Cunt Down. We're going to talk about the greatest run and gun of all time. You want a hint? Nothing ever works when you want it to fucking work. Oh. Alright, you ready for this?
Send in the Doomsday Squad!
Send in the Doomsday Squad!
That's right. We're talking about Total Carnage.
Total Carnage!
Oh my God. From the creators of Smash TV.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it!
Big money! Big prizes! I love it!
Listen, I swear to God, was there ever a better game than Smash TV? I can remember Phil and I renting Smash TV from M&M Video. Rental code 621. And oh my God, we played the hell out of Smash TV. What a great game. It was like this game show. It was like Running Man. You run around killing waves of guys, twin stick shooter. Could still pull it off on the Super Nintendo because it had the control pad on one side and the 4 buttons on the other side. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. An absolute crime that I never played it in the arcade. Criminal. Top 5 arcade games of all time. I'm telling you right now, if I had my own arcade, I'd have to have a Smash TV in there. Please. Motherfucker. So here we go to Total Carnage in the arcade, which is basically a scrolling version of Smash TV. And there are even parts in the game where the scrolling freezes and it essentially turns into a Smash TV. And you got some big boob reporter got kidnapped by some aliens. I mean, you're fighting soldiers, you're fighting aliens, you're fighting this guy, what was his name? Akboob?
I'll buy you for $1.
I mean, this is right on the heels of Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and now we got Akboob on our hands. So this was very exciting. It was almost like this was, you know, Gulf War stuff. And remember the playing cards that you would get? Remember after 9/11? I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but you would go into 7-Eleven and they would sell those playing cards, and it would have like, they were almost like trading cards or like a deck of cards, and it would have like Chemical Ali. on there, and Saddam Hussein's son, and like all these people that we were like really going after. That was like a weird thing for a little while there. I don't know why anybody cares. Anyhow, Total Carnage. Basically, you could pick up all the essential weaponry, machine guns.
Over here!
Fucking grenade launches. Rocket launches. And the difference is when you shot your regular gun, when you shot guys, these waves of soldiers or even aliens, when you shot them with the regular gun, they would just melt into like little pools of blood that would disappear. No big deal. But when you got spread shot, or if you got a rocket launcher or something like that, the guys would explode and their arms and legs would go flying everywhere. And we're talking about waves of enemies, you know, 20, 25 guys at a time. This was madness. Now, it was a gory game, but at the same time it was a humorous game.
Help! 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 Help!
Great Scott!
And with cartoony graphics. I remember when you would step on a landmine, it would blow you into the air, and you'd see like a big square blown out of your chest, and you could see like your insides, like your rib cage and everything like that. So it was very graphic, but also with a very good sense of humor. And I mean, it had all the, you know, it had the same guy from Smash TV, seemingly, doing the announcing. You would set off your mega bomb, and it would go, Total Carnage!
Total Carnage!
Which was fantastic. I mean, this game, you can't have more fun in the arcades than playing a game like Total Carnage. Just like over the top, like Arnold Schwarzenegger character, big muscles, you know, shooting guns, game show type atmosphere, very, very much like RoboCop in a way, because it was all like jazzed up and corporate feeling. But the real treasure about Total Carnage is, I remember playing it in the arcades. You know, quarter here, quarter there. It was great, okay? But when I found it on, I think it was the PS2, has a Midway Arcade Treasures, Volume 2, I think it was, had Total Carnage in it. And I did a full playthrough of this game, and I remember playing this one boss in this game. It's quite possibly the greatest boss battle of all time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm tempted to let you watch the entire boss battle. It's insane. You have this thing, I don't know what it is. It's like a head. Like a troll's head or something like that. And it starts out, it's got two big cannons.
Over here!
Save me.
wind up blowing the cannons off of each shoulder. And then, like, this face comes out, and there's, like, this alien controlling on the top. You wind up blowing him off. Next thing you know, you're shooting the eyeballs out. The eyeballs are flying everywhere. There's tongues coming out of the mouth, are flying everywhere. The whole time you're sitting there thinking to yourself, like, what the fuck is going on? It's insanity. And next thing you know, you break the eyeballs out, and then the whole mouth area gets all busted apart and whatnot, and these tongues and the jaws flying open, and he's letting off these like groans and like death throes. That are so disturbing. And then right towards the end, when you know you have him beat, and I swear to God, this boss battle takes like 10 minutes. Maybe longer. But you know you start to have him when you shoot him, and he starts like moving around erratically, and you shoot him, and as you shoot him, your weapon like goes right through him and creates this like fiery blast on the other side. I don't know how to explain it. And the thing just starts going crazy until you shoot it, and then at the end he winds up becoming this big boiling cauldron of blood and guts and like huge blobbling molecules of blood everywhere. And I remember getting done with that boss battle, and it got so loud and so noisy between the gunshots and this thing groaning and like pieces flying away. It got so crazy that when you beat it, you were just, I think I just exhaled and I was like, whoa. It was that incredible. Gotta be the greatest boss fight of all time. Total Carnage. And that's the thing, you're running around and like there's this caravan of military vehicles passing through. And you got two types of flamethrowers in the game. One that shoots this big blue flame, another one that shoots a more concentrated traditional type of flame. And you're blowing up these military vehicles and people are running out on fire and screaming and running for their lives. Oh, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Guys, you just tuned into the greatest video game program. God damn it, I forgot to tell you. This guy went from, I believe he went from, correct me if I'm wrong, from Smash TV to Total Carnage, and which actually, what I believe was a failure in the arcades. I don't know how this game could possibly be a failure in the arcades, but it didn't exceed its sales expectations. And then the guy went on to make NBA Jam. So, I mean, you want to talk about arcade pedigree. Smash TV, Total Carnage, NBA Jam? Guys, you just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.